Some days it feels like all the decisions and no decision can be made. But say, how do I get clarity? How do I know? I need to know. So that's a good question. We all get a little lost sometimes. I found myself wavering in indecision and uncertainty more times than I can count. How can you get a little more clarity? It's good first to decide that I'm going to get clear on this and then plan. To sort of, so say for example that you're trying to get clarity around your life, what you want to do in your life purpose, career, your relationships. Usually before we reach in my compass to have some guidance. You might not see the bigger picture right at this moment. However, I know that my experiences nobody else can shape. So what advice would you give them if they were you? What advice would you give yourself? And from this, you can kind of look at it from a different perspective. It reminds me of Gestalt therapy, where you kind of sit in a chair and imagine you in another chair, and you speak to yourself in the future or in the past or in the present from a different position, whichever frame of reference you prefer. And it's like being with you is a lot easier when you're clear on what to do, right? So what would you, clear on what to do, say? Next, it's good to then connect, direct, and act. So first, get feedback from other people. After seeking your own advice and wisdom and inner guidance, you can then connect out to people who've gone through something, asking for. People who have had success in the area that you're seeking guidance with, in the area that you're seeking clarity on. Say, for example, that you are looking for guidance on a relationship. You have encountered a new problem with one of your friends, and you know one of your other friends has been through something similar because they mentioned it. Say that they had somebody stop speaking with them with no explanation, and now your friend has stopped speaking with you with no explanation. You can go to the other friend and say like, hey, what happened in this specific situation? It's also good to have structure and to stay in motion. So directing it means giving it a framework. Have you ever been in work and not known exactly what it is you're supposed to do? You all know that example. If structure and framework makes it easier to not procrastinate and to really understand what it is, the purpose, and how you've done what you wanted to do, to set goals and to go in a certain direction. Last but not least, staying in motion gives you clarity. Clarity comes from having planned motion or being in motion, not from being right. You don't have to beat yourself up for not knowing. We all don't know. We're all trying to figure it out. And 2 or more clear minds are better than 1 or none when it comes to getting clarity. That's all for today.